Hey folks, this is Scott at the XFed Homestead. Well, it's been a crazy spring. It hasn't been easy to get plants in the ground, and a lot of people who are gardening are complaining about the weather. It's been cold and rainy and wet, and then really hot. Now it's cool again and somewhat dry, but the rain clouds are threatening. But we're going to take this chance to get some seeds in the ground. I haven't done too much on the garden this year. You can see I still have my silage tarp out, but there are signs of life over here. I've got some lettuce in the ground right over here, and then closer to the camera, I've done some succession planting already. So that's something I usually don't do too well, but so far I put in lettuce about a month ago and it's ready to be picked. Then 2 weeks later, I did some more lettuce and arugula and some cos, romaine lettuce, and I'm going to do some more today because it's been 2 weeks since I've done that. You can see my broccoli over here is growing nicely. The only thing is I didn't get enough of it. I'm going to try some from seed. They may start to bolt when it gets too hot. I'll take my chances. I've got plenty of seed for later on in the season when it gets cooler. But tomorrow I'm going to get some tomatoes and some of the hot season vegetables from my friends over at Blue Moon Farms. And today I'm going to try to get as much in the ground as I can with the time that I have. So let's get to work. You can see from this vantage point that I already mulched with grass around the edges of this raised bed. You can't tell from the camera angle, but on the left-hand side, that row right there where the wood chips are and is 18 inches lower than this right here. So it makes it a lot easier to work when I don't have to bend over so far if I go from this side. This side's a little bit higher. That raised bed's a little higher there, and that pathway's a little higher. But now that I have this all mulched around the edge, I can be certain weeds won't grow there. And then I can put my onions right here in the bed, which is what I'm going to do now. Most years I typically use onion sets, and that's what I'm going to use again this year. These are partially grown onions, and I'm going to use a little piece of rebar I have here to poke a hole in the ground in a diagonal pattern. So that I can plug these little sets right in, and I've never had any trouble growing decent onions. I still have onions from last year in the root cellar in the basement, and they're still going strong. So I'm looking forward to these all through this coming winter into next spring. So let's get started. Now we just have to cover the onions gently by just brushing just a little bit of soil over the top. Well, I'm pretty happy with that right there. I'm gonna do the other one. It's getting kind of dark to film. You probably can't tell right now, but the sun's going down, so I'm gonna knock out this other one, and I'm gonna get to getting some vegetables in here real soon. That's all from the X-Fed homestead. This is Scott. We'll see you next time.